Group session number 2. We in here getting it in. Get ready. What we doing, man?
We running the court. They got the bomb.
And they still lost.
Look, Trey on that thing.
This story, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. I was in the gym. I wanted to say I was getting ready for Chris Diaz or something, and he was sparring like a heavyweight fighter. I'm looking, I'm type nervous for him. I'm like, why is he in the ring with this big old dude? And man, I swear he done caught this dude on the chin. Boom, dude, wobbling all around the ring.
Crawford just dropped his training video for the Canelo fight, and it's obvious he's approaching this like far more than just another bout, something his trainer, Bomac, has been vocal about. He's already brought a serious weapon into camp, Lester Martinez. This isn't just a sparring partner.
Kid, man, nobody really heard about him. Some heard about him. But his name is Lester Martinez, man. He's from Guatemala. And man, that boy bad as shit. I tell you, 168 pounds, he bad as shit. He got a couple world championships at 168 pounds.
Who matches Canelo's size, Martinez brings real firepower. Fresh off a dominant 4th-round knockout over the previously undefeated Johann James, Martinez showed he's got both speed and power to spare. That's exactly why Bomac wants him, and they're testing Crawford daily, pushing him to his limits and sharpening him for war. Canelo has ruled for years. Crawford, on the other hand,
that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo, just like they knew Bud was going to beat Spence. This is real simple. It's real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. Terence gonna get in there and do what he needs to do, perform.
Has never fought at 168. He hasn't even tested his body there. In a sanctioned fight, his dominance started at 140. He reigned supreme at 147. Took a brief step into 154. And now he's bypassing the gradual climb to leap straight into the deep.
Crawford, that the size and the strength of Canelo Alvarez will carry the day, ultimately wearing the perceivably smaller Terence Crawford down. What do you say about that?
I tell you like this, the man must have seen something when he called Canelo out, because you got to remember, Bud called Canelo out. So he must see something in order for him to get that win, and he know he can win. So like I said before, it's our job to get him to that point.
Bend. Against one of the all-time greats. Canelo has worn the crown for years. Bigger men have tried to impose their will on him. He's faced more raw power than Crawford's ever had to deal with, but that doesn't shake Crawford. He's not concerned with how big Canelo is, and neither is his camp. Bomac didn't dance around the size question. He acknowledged the difference.
I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out, from Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Obviously, I'm just saying, man.
But brushed it off as a deciding factor. No, I'm not worried about size, he said. Terence has an incredible eye for the game and one of the sharpest boxing IQs out there. The only person who can beat Terence is Terence.
G on Bud's resume. There's no Trout on Bud's resume. There's no Daniel Jacobs on Bud's resume. Canelo is the one that's fought the elite level opposition. It's Canelo that fought Laura. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. There is no Laura on Bud's resume. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ. Bud has never faced a multiple division champ.
Yeah, but Bud is an elite boxer.
So you're an elite boxer, but you...
That kind of confidence has long defined Crawford's camp, but facing a naturally bigger fighter like Canelo, it'll face its toughest challenge yet. Bomac admitted that worry is a natural part of any big fight.
I just gotta beat him. I'm not going in there looking to knock Canelo out. Could it happen? Yes, absolutely. You know, when I look at Canelo, he's a smaller, bigger guy moving up in divisions. You know, being that these big guys are slower, so they might catch him with something, but he might see it at the last moment. You know, they might catch him with a hard shot, but he's able to roll.
But it doesn't define the outcome. What does, he says, is trust in who Crawford is and what drives him. This fight is about more than titles. It's about legacy. It's about proving the doubters wrong.
With Terence Crawford, what do you make of Canelo versus Skull?
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there.
And rewriting history by doing what so many say can't be done. Crawford is chasing something no one else in this era has accomplished: undisputed championships. In 3 weight divisions, he's already.
Crawford will not let Canelo just walking on the ring when he wants. Because we could see the fight, Canelo did everything. When he won a rest, he could rest easy, in this fight. Yeah, of course, when he wants to work, that guy didn't give him work. Just rest.
And
I think with Crawford, it will be harder to rest.
Done it at 140, then he did it again at 147, delivering a masterclass against Errol Spence Jr., dropping the unbeaten unified champ multiple times before finishing the job.
No problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing.
Now, the leap to 168 isn't just bold, it's unprecedented. He's not easing into the super middleweight scene. He's going straight for the king. This isn't a tune-up. It's Canelo Alvarez.
If he allowed me, ask him which the first event fight he will have in September. Ask him if he wants to answer.
So is Turki Al-Sheikh and Dana White clearly stating that the first main event / card we're going to see of TKO boxing is Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford? Is this all a part of Turki Al-Sheikh's blueprint for Canelo Alvarez to fight?
When asked if this is the toughest fight of Crawford's career, Bomac didn't even pause.
Who will fight you in the future? Obviously not Crawford, but with that kind of mindset, they just want to last the distance.
That's a mediocre mind. That's a mediocre mind because they come just to survive, to go to that.
Pause. Oh yeah, he said just that, and that says everything. He's already brought a serious weapon into camp. Lester Martinez. This isn't just a sparring partner who matches Canelo's size. Martinez brings real firepower. Fresh off a dominant 4th round.
2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a
round knockout. Over the previously undefeated Johann James, Martinez showed he's got both speed and power to spare. That's exactly why Bomac wants him, and they're testing Crawford daily, pushing him to his limits.
I can see him doing it, Is it a challenge for him? Yeah, of course. It's a challenge for the whole team? Yeah, of course. And that's something that we in the business for, being great. I mean, we can all retire from that after that. You know what I'm saying? We can retire after that, and we just sit back and do what you're doing.
And sharpening him for war, Canelo has ruled for years. Crawford, on the other hand, has never fought at 168. He hasn't even tested his body there. In a sanctioned fight, his dominance started at 140. He reigned supreme at 147. Took a brief step into 154.
Canelo waiting you out, avoiding you? How would you describe the fact that you haven't fought him yet?
To be honest with you, I don't know what that man is doing. I feel like every time I say something, people try to say that, oh, I'm looking for a payday, I'm doing for this and that. But I've been the mandatory fighter for the past 2 years. I won a title eliminator first, and I won WBC interim, and that guarantees you a spot. So the fact that this fight hasn't happened is really crazy to me.
And now he's bypassing the gradual climb to leap straight into the deep end. Against one of the all-time greats. Canelo has worn the crown for years. Bigger men have tried to impose their will on him. He's faced more raw power than Crawford.
Rubbish. The fight really was a waste of time. If you haven't watched it, don't watch it, because there's better things you can be doing, like probably watching the grass grow or watching some paint dry maybe. but that fight was a total waste of time. Watching that as a former unified super middleweight world boxing champion and Hall of Famer, I was thinking to myself, what an opportunity you've got there. If I was fighting still 10 years ago, if that opportunity came up for me.
It's ever had to deal with, but that doesn't shake Crawford. He's not concerned with how big Canelo is, and neither is his camp.